Bonjour! Welcome to France. France is the world's second leading destination with 82.6 million foreign people visiting the country in 2016. According to Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Report last 2017, France maintained its position withstanding the effects of tourist attacks of 2015 and 2016. France is located in Western Europe with many overseas regions and territories. The largest city and capital of France is Paris. Did you know that tourism is the key sector of the French economy? It accounts for more than 7.3% of GDP and generates 2 million jobs directly or indirectly. France ranks fifth when it comes to tourism receipts, which total more than 38.4 billion euro a year. The tourism sector of France is also growing significantly worldwide. The number of international tourists totaled 1.2 billion in 2016 and expected to reach by 1.8 billion by 2030, according to the World Tourism Organization.
In year 2017, France ranked as the world's seventh largest economic power, just behind the United Kingdom and India. The country's recovery from the economic crisis has come later than in other European countries. The main French business sectors are electronics, transportation, tourism, textile, food processing, and chemicals. Setting up a French company can be done quickly and easily. All formalities can be dealt with a single place, the Business Formality Center. In year 2020, France was the sixth largest exporter of goods as well as the sixth largest importer of goods. It has substantial agricultural resources, a large industrial base, and highly skilled workforce. A dynamic services sector accounts for an increasing large share of economic activity and is responsible for nearly all job creation in recent years. France has been the target of a number of motivating terrorist attacks in recent years. Nevertheless, the country remains a comparatively safe place to live. Amid police and military are on patrol in all major tourist areas, and police intelligence has successfully prevented terror attacks in France in the past year. As in many other countries, the safety and security sector represent 23 different security segments in France, which can be loosely grouped into the following areas: Homeland Security, the electronic safety, monitoring, guarding, physical security, and health and safety products, fire security, cash in transit. The French healthcare system is one of the universal healthcare largely financed by the government national health insurance. In its 2000 assessment of World Healthcare System, the World Health Organization found that France provides the close to best overall healthcare in the world telecoms market. While France may have lost TNT revenues over the past couple of years, it has continued to strengthen its TNT competitiveness fundamentals, making its TNT sector more resilient to shocks and primed to grow further in the future by promoting training to improve employment, incorporating modules on the issues associated with the digital sphere, and community management into ongoing professional training programs, and those working in the tourism industry, supporting the development of employers association at regional level, and maintaining the principle of social equality. France has achieved a higher standard of living and quality of life driven by exclusive social security system, unemployment benefits, supplementary benefits, and redistributive policy, and access for all healthcare and basic goods and services. like water, energy, quality food, and education. The country has also developed state of the art public and private infrastructure, innovation and research, transport, communication, and cultural heritage. In June 2016, France was one of the first industrialized countries to complete the domestic process to authorize the Paris Agreement, and is working with its European partners for EU and its entirety to ratify it as soon as possible. The promotion of France's economic interests is one of the main missions of the Ministry for Europe and Foreign Affairs, both in France and through its network abroad, and one of the Business France agency. French economic diplomacy has severe goals: supporting our businesses in exporting to foreign markets, attracting foreign investment to our country to create jobs, adapting the European and international regulatory framework to support our defensive and offensive economic interests, and showcasing the buoyancy of our businesses and startup with particular. France's mineral resources have been heavily depleted over the years, but it still has significant deposits. Coal used to be the main mineral resources, but the last mine was closed in 2004. Sources of bauxite, lead, zinc, and silver still exist, albeit in very small amounts. The country has also substantial amounts of renewable energy, and it's known for its extensive timber and fishing industries. France may well increase as the country has the second largest wind resources in Europe.
The good sustainable practices in France. France has improved its environmental sustainability by reducing the direct footprint of the sectoral activity on the environment and signing more environmental treaties. The business environment has also favored investments in the sector, with lower construction costs and more efficient private dispute settlements through the legal system. Improving the sustainability of tourist transportation and putting in place additional bus routes and charter transport services linked to multimodal hubs and strengthening intercity connections, particularly by rail. As promoting the concept of carpooling, encouraging the development of green multi-purpose cycle routes and cycling in urban areas, developing local public transport networks, and promoting soft mobility in towns and cities. Terrorism have occurred in the country over the past few years, yet France generally remains a safe place to visit and live. Violent crime is relatively uncommon in France, although visitors should exercise increased caution due to terrorism. The bad sustainable practices in France. Air pollution in France is causing not only national health issues, but also major international environmental issues. The issue of pollution transcends boundaries as all states are affected by externalities created from one state's pollution. Global climate change is intertwined with the consequences of pollution, from rising sea levels washing away island states to extreme storms and weather patterns destroying populations. The country's labor market faces some challenges in recent years. France may have lost travel and tourism revenue over the past couple of years, it has continued to strengthen its T&T competitiveness fundamentals, making its T&T sector more resilient to shocks and primed to grow further in the future by promoting training to improve employment, incorporating modules in the issues associated with the digital sphere and community management into ongoing professional training programs aimed at those working in the tourism industry, supporting the development of employers' associations at regional level, and maintaining the principle of social equality and making investment corresponding to the value of works to renovate or construct accommodation for seasonal workers exempt from tax.